Thank you for joining me, Love Them Knives channel. LTK here. Real steel knives, they're so fascinating. They've come out with a lot of different designs. And, I love the Megalodon in the G10 version or the titanium version, the S571 Pro, and then they have an E series that's like that. So the S571 Pro L Max with titanium, that kind of thing. This is that Puukko, and it was an S series with titanium and M390 steel, and then they have the steel handled ones that are two different grinds. There's a duplex grind, and then there's a Scandi grind. Okay, so Puukko means knife in, I think, Finland, Sweden, something like that. In any case, you can correct me on that one. I don't care. In any case, so cool knives. I've liked these knives. I'm not a huge fan of the front flippers. Okay, so and then the steel handled one that was a normal flipper, it had that duplex grind on it, which was a little troublesome to me to try and figure out what I want to do with that. It's just not as useful as a grind like this. So I see this come out, and it's like the duplex one because it's not a front flipper, it's a regular flipper knife, but it doesn't have the duplex grind on it. Another thing that I think is a positive that people could argue with me about is that it's not a steel handled knife, so it's so much lighter. Okay, this has still got that 14C28N Sandvik steel blade, which is used in a lot of kitchen cutlery and stuff because it doesn't rust. It's highly corrosion resistant. And I think it carries a reasonably decent edge for a reasonably decent amount of time. And it's not that difficult to sharpen back up because it's not like an M390 or a, 204P CTS, whatever, that kind of thing. No, it's not. So yes, it'd be easier to periodically stroke to a good edge because it will sharpen up to a sharp edge. Got a little bit of a choil in here. You've got jimping on the flipper tab. I like these because they're light. I also like them because they're G10. Then they don't scratch up. I mean, they come in contact with each other. They're not going to scratch up so bad. You're just not going to have that problem. These are, G10's tough stuff. I like that. And it makes them so much lighter. It's not like they're not structurally sound. They are, because they've got liners in here. Let's take a look. See? I mean, you've got skeletonized liners in here. So you got structural integrity there. They're just not showing. I mean, they're kind of embedded into the scales, which is fine. So they're not real thick and heavy, which keeps the weight down again. You have bearings on the pivot, but I don't think they're the needle bearings or whatever. I think they're just standard bearings. But they flip really good. They don't have enough heft to the blade, or it's not that kind of play where they can hydraulic drop back in, I mean, you could shake it back down, but it's not. And these are pretty stiff and new out of the box. First flip is your worst flip. But these, no, they're good. I wouldn't say the D10 is that strong. D10's probably a 5. Liner lock, about 25, 30, 35% maybe, 30 to 35. And the good thing is that they are a liner lock. So when you're not accidentally pressing on the lock bar and stopping it from deploying smoothly, it will not interfere with the way it deploys. I'm starting to really like liner locks. They make a lot of sense. To me, they make a lot of sense. You get no jimping on the top here, But you know, look at this. Can you pierce with this? Yeah. Can you slice with this? Yeah. What's your contact patch? Not bad. Some flippers are like that, you know? This one, not so bad. Yet, it's pretty intuitive. Now, there's a guy's like, I got one of these because I put mine on Instagram, and then he made a comment like, yeah, I got one. And, you know, I just thought it felt cheap, chintzy, nasty. I sent it back. I couldn't disagree more. I'm sorry. Structurally, I mean, you want to see something that'll squeeze together? Try the Benchmade Bug Out. Try the Natrix from Kershaw. I mean, I'm just saying, these are pretty strong. They're sturdy. They're, you know, not only the blades are corrosion resistant and tough, but that G10 is corrosion resistant and tough. You've got a nice machined looking pivot here. You've got 2 pieces of hardware. That's it. I mean, you don't have like a whole bunch of screws and standoffs and all this different stuff. That's it. Easy to take apart, okay? To clean up, open design, easy to clean that way. As far as I'm concerned, personally, I wouldn't mind if there was a partial backspacer, but, you know, hey. And these are not very expensive knives. So, I mean, they're tough, they're easy to carry, they're light. Let's go to the scales. I like them. That's why I'm making my argument. I like them. I think they're cool. You gotta love that fruit green. I mean, that's what they call it. Fruit green. Where is that? Is this the one? Okay. Fruit green. Kid you not. It's the G3 Lite. Did I not tell you that? No. Finally got around to it 7 minutes in. 3.2 ounces. So that's lighter than the Para. It's lighter than the Grip. It's just about as light as the Manix Ultralight. Just about. This one's 2.8. That's 3.2. I mean, what's a 4/10 between four ends anyhow? Oh, you guys want grams? I just gained a little bit of weight. 92 grams. Thanks. Now my knife's all that heavy stuff. 3.3. Okay, whatever. But in any case, I like the action. It's not super strong detent. Can you throw it out? Let me try. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. That's why I called it like a 5. Like that. It's not like it's gonna, just accidentally shake out. You know what I mean? No. You got to, and this is, the way to brutalize it. Really get it to shake out if you wanted to. Yeah, you got to kick it pretty good. So, yeah, I'd say it's a 5. If it came out a lot easier, it'd be like a 4, 4.5. But, nah, I'd say it's a 5. Maybe bordering between 4.5 and 5. On 10 being the strongest, 0 being it just falls out like that, But no. But it's smooth. It deploys really smooth. Come here. Do we have a piece of paper around here? We've been cutting on this thing for a while. Like I said, come here. Next. You're up. Don't disappoint me. So, yeah. I just like them. Really do. These the steel handled ones that are the duplex and the Scandi, the Scandi being the front flipper and the duplex having this big, huge duplex grind in the middle. No, I'll tell you what. No, I like these. I really do. I really like these. Here, let me shake this box open for you, and I'll show you what comes inside. Then we just scattered it all over the table. Get out of here for a little bit. Okay. So here we go. We got the box. We open it up. It's the fruit green. And there you go. Some paperwork. Bada bing, bada boom. Right? And then you got this lovely. You can play music with it. Oh, never mind. And microfiber cloth. What? You mean a budget G10 knife that comes in a fitted box, crush-proof, microfiber cloth, paperwork? Just saying. I don't think it's too shabby. Not too shabby at all. So, you know, there's a lot of choices out there now in the budget knife world. But this, if this is a design you think is cool, I'll tell you what, you could carry this. You could crazy carry this for a long time. I mean, that's just so sensible. It's just ergonomics, feels good in the hand. You know, you got this bit of a palm swell here. You got this little choil here. Step up, rest of your fingers up here, okay? Fits right in there. Since you got this jimping here, holds your hand in place, keeps you from sliding forward. You actually have a choil, sharpening, no nightmare there. And the pass-through, easy breezy. Cut away, not a problem to disengage that. I mean, hello. I mean, I don't know. Where are we missing what it could be? You know, this grind is great. Very, very usable. Hell, you could probably use it for a kitchen knife, steak knife. I mean, there's just so much stuff you could do with this. So I really think it's really cool. Then it's just a matter of catching it at the right price from the, you know, this and that. But could this last you for a long time? Yeah, I think so. Real steel makes good knives. They really do. And the hardware is really nice, isn't it? Really nicely machined. Pocket clip, nice and shiny. Not crazy as far as, you know, like the end of the pocket clip being a real hot spot or anything. It's really low slung. Yet it's kind of jetted out so it can catch your pocket lip a little bit. But that's pretty stiff. You know, I can't remember. I know I put it in my pocket and I can't remember if I had to, you know, tug the lip of my pocket to straighten it out to slide that in or if it just slid in on its own. No, I can't remember, so can't speak to that, I guess. Yeah, but you can always loosen these. I mean, it's steel, it bends. You know, you can just bend it a little bit and kind of lessen the tension on here if you want. So that's not a big problem. Is it centered up? Bingo, not a problem. And these bearings, I haven't thrown any lube or anything. Haven't taken it apart, wiped it out, put it back like a lot of guys want to do. I just took it out of the box. Just, hey, it's all right with me. And, you know, in the future, yeah, maybe a drop or two of really light oil of some sort, whatever your preferred is. And, you know, just after a while, it gets more and more smoothed out. And wow, it's great. The action's good on these. Detent seems very uniform between these two knives. So this one may be a little bit lighter detent than that one. I don't know if I'd call them a snappy flipper. See, they're more like a swinging gate. That's because they don't have a tremendous amount of detent. So, but you know what? As long as they swing really nice like that, I mean, I'm lazy flipping it, where some knives wouldn't even fully deploy because I'm so lazy with it like that. It don't take much. It don't take much to get it to kick out. But that's not snappy deployment. That's swinging gait. So, yeah, just a little snappier. So there's a little bit, not much, maybe a half a bar on my scale in detent. Maybe this one more like a 4.5, this one more like a 5. Yeah, that's nice. So light, corrosion resistant, very useful, minimalist on the hardware, but nicely done on the hardware. Bearings, box, microfiber cloth, paperwork, crush proof, tough. You tell me. Blade stock was, I can't remember what they said on the stats. About a 3.2 on the blade stock, 3.2 millimeters, which is about 1/8 inch. Overall fatness right there at a 1/2 inch, little over 13.2 millimeters. So how do they compare with like Fancy? And there she comes. Fancy's bigger. Looks like, let's put Fancy on the other side. Her burpleness, as we call her here, got a long handle on the para too. Well, wow, they look pretty much the same. This one's about 8 3/8, 8 1/4. So Bertha, get over here. Let's check this out for sure. Yeah, 3 1/2, 8 1/8 overall. So yeah, Fancy's just a skosh longer than this one, just about the same. Only she got 110V going on. Now, Manny, come here. He's the same size. He might be just a hair shorter. Just a hair shorter. His handle's not quite super long like Para, but you can see what I'm saying. Also, a lot less real estate going north or east and west or whatever, front to back in your pocket. You know, see how this disappears in the handle. See that? That's that's good. That's really good. I like that. That's a slick look. These, you know, I mean, I'm not putting it down, but a lot of blade showing. Gripster, get out of here. He's still got some, but he's pretty tucked in. So Gripster, he's about the same size as the rest of them. So you're going to see him about very EDC standard size, you know, still 3 1/2, 8 inch overall kind of thing going on. But very light, lighter than you, fatso. Get out of here. So in any case, what was I going to do? I was going to show you a little bit of information on it if you want to see. First of all, I got to get it. Where'd I bury you? I put them way back in here. Here you go. So this is a Blade HQ thing. You know, you can check the other retailers online. 3 1/2 satin, the 7815. It's the G3 Puukko Light. It's light. Lime green? No, it's fruit green. They are wrong. They want about $60 for it. So have to check around, see what else is out there. Sometimes you can get a better price here and there. Yeah, like I said, 8 1/8 overall, 3 1/2 inch blade. Reasonable, decent blade stock, 3.2 millimeters. And the Sandvik steel, flat grind, satin, plain edge, G10. There you go. I think we were, nah, that's right. And yeah, it's good. It's good. It is very good. And this is an Ostap L, you know, the Polish designer. Does it say here? Yeah, Ostap Hel, Hel design. Well, he did the others too, so I mean, obviously, yes, this is his design. Really good, clean design, very European looking. Gee whiz. So, yeah, absolutely. Got a little bit of, you know, you got a little bit of traction there. Of course, it's running lengthwise here. But yeah, there's some degree of grippiness there. Just the fact that it's not a real slick G10 anyhow. So, yeah, I like them. I really do. Easy to deploy, easy to carry. You know, when you're in the $55 to $60 price range, well, you got other options too. So you got the best tech knives. They're, you know, G10. They're pretty thick. They're D2 blades. If you like D2 better than you like Sandvik, although D2, not as corrosion resistant, not really what you'd want to use on a kitchen knife type thing, or a lot of wetness or stuff around. So depends on the application, depends on the cutting style and what you're looking for. Also, these are so much lighter as well. So thank you for hanging out. Hey, we got giveaways every once in a while, but you got to be a subscriber to win. So think about that. Subscribing maybe keeps you up to date on the new videos, and we cover some stuff. We're just not like run-of-the-mill brands. We jump around and do some new and unusual and try and mix it up pretty good on this channel. Gonna try and do some flashlight reviews. That ought to be a new experience. I'm kind of tooling up for it because I do like flashlights, so we're gonna try and throw some of them in as well, more from a perspective of somebody who's just an enthusiastic consumer rather than Mr. Geek, electrical engineer type thing. So we're going to really speak to the public on that, but we will talk about the technical details in a general way. Any case, we have a pass around group for knives. Let me know if you want to be in it. Table sales, giveaways, Trader's Corner, buy, sell, trade on the 10th of every month. You can do it in your comments section. You can send me a list that I can read on the air. I've already got 3 or 4 guys, their lists that I'm going to put on the air. Seems to connect better when you do that. In any case, let me know. My email address and Instagram link will be down below, because you know what we do around here. We love them knives, so stay sharp.